I want to put my little take on the whole Cam Newton situation. I'm a life coach. I focus a lot on coaching black men. So this is near and dear to me. For me, what he's not understanding is that yes, he could financially take care of the kids. Yes, he has bought houses for the mothers. Yes, he can spend time with his children. However, he's not going to be there for them every day. He's not going to be present for them every day, especially if he's living with one. If he's living with one of the mothers and he's with those children, they're going to see him every day. And in that, will create some form of animosity with the other children because the other children is going to feel some kind of way of why they are able to be with their daddy every day and they're not. They're going to think that's what's going to create a form of trauma because now they feel this unworthiness, a sense of abandonment because their father is not willing to be there with them, but he's going to be there with somebody else. And while I'm not worthy of his attention each and every day instead of them. So we start early creating trauma for these kids that they didn't ask for. With that being said, also, she did a very good job trying to explain the situation. In each situation, whether it was him and or Nick Cannon, in both situations, they both were in their ego. So it was hard for them to receive what they was being said. Someone said they feel like it should have been said by a man. I do agree. I think they probably would have taken it better from a man. Doesn't take away from what she knew, but I just think they would have respected the situation better coming from a man who's going to keep it 100 with them from a male perspective and make them understand how their actions is really affecting not just their family but also the culture of our, of us as African Americans, because now we're going to be, the kids going to do the same thing coming back unless they actually do take the time to do the work. But also, when I saw some of the comments was that, even though he's making the bad decisions by, it's bad and social decisions to create these babies, he can't do it by himself. I thought about doing two separate contents, two different videos, but I'm going to say it on one. What they're saying is true. I think at the time, most people were just focusing on Cam because of the podcast pertaining to him. And she was, trying to coach him at that moment. But at the end of the day, it's not going to help any as long as there are women out there who's willing to be that baby mama. So if you asking somebody to work on healing themselves, doing the hard work of dealing with whatever the issue is that's causing them to act in the manner that they're acting, that's hard work. And everybody's not going to want to do the hard work when they can go an easier route. And if they got people vibrating the same level as they are, and not going to ask anything of them, but to allow them to love them in the way they can, they're going to do that. And so as long as there are women out there who is okay being the fourth, the fifth, or the sixth different baby mama, then that's what they're going to do. And unfortunately, based on some of the comments and some of the videos, there are women out there who are willing to be Cam's fourth baby mama or fifth baby mama or whatever situation it may be. So as long as there's women out there to do that because they'd rather have a baby by Cam who's rich, knowing that financially they'll be taken care of, than to find a regular dude and work hard to build together a life. They don't want to do that. They want something simple and easy to create a soft life for them, which is unfortunate because now, what are you going to teach the kids? Everybody's not going to be fortunate enough to get a Cam Newton. So what are you going to teach your kids about the selections and creating good, wholesome relationships? So it's very important to me because when these kids grow up, they're going to find a coach like me or someone else because they have to deal with their abandonment issues, or their lack of self-esteem issues or self-worth issues because the father wasn't there. And this is what I know to be true. All the men that comes to me in their 20s and 30s who are looking to become a better version of themselves, we have to always go back to the inner child in them and deal with the fact that the father wasn't there for whatever the reason was, and that him not being present affected how they saw themselves because they felt like, they wasn't worthy enough for him to be around or on a regular basis to love them the way they needed to be loved. So then in search, they seeking love from other people. And a lot of times it's women, but actually the love they really needed was from a male figure who's going to show them how to be a man because the father was not present in some of the cases. Also, the fact that they always are seeking validation from someone because the father was not there on a regular basis to validate them. So this is the trauma, this is the after effect when we make choices like he is making. Because now, even though he's going to be present, he's not going to be present fully, it still is going to affect one, more, two, or three of them in a manner that he would not understand. So my final thoughts is, as a community, we need to do better in our selections. We need to do our own individual work on healing ourselves, so then therefore we can vibrate higher, so then therefore we won't be trying to make babies or get pregnant to make ourselves feel better because we want somebody to love us unconditionally, but we want to have a baby with someone because we want to create families. My name is Kevin Thornton. I'm the wellness architect, life coach. Hit me on DMs if you want to be coached. Peace.